Hello, students. Welcome back. Let's discuss a cue card. Describe a plant, vegetable, or crop that you are familiar with. किसी भी प्लांट के बारे में, वेजिटेबल सब्जी के बारे में या फिर क्रॉप के बारे में बताइए. यू आर फैमिलियर विद, जिसको आप अच्छे से जानते हो. सो द सब पॉइंट्स आर what it is, ये क्या है, and where it grows, ये कहाँ पे उगाया जाता है. How you became familiar with it, आपको इसके बारे में कैसे पता चला. What you like or dislike about it, इसके बारे में आपको क्या पसंद है और क्या पसंद नहीं है. And why this is important for your country, और ये आपकी कंट्री के लिए कैसे, क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओके, सो this is the cue card we will discuss. We will discuss certain vocabulary, good vocabulary, and we will also discuss the follow-ups, how we can answer the follow-ups in a perfect way so that you can get a high band score. So I have chosen a plant for you, and what is the name of that plant? Its name is basil. इसका नाम है basil. In local language, in vernacular language, it is called तुलसी. इसको vernacular language में, local language में तुलसी कहा जाता है. So stay tuned with me till the end of this video, and I'm pretty sure that you will definitely learn something new. So let's start with it. So what it can be, we can make these notes like this, because if you have a story ready, अगर आपके पास एक कहानी तैयार है, it's in a very systematic way in your brain, you will be able to speak very effectively. First of all, talk about its description. इसके description के बारे में थोड़ा बोल दीजिए. Description कैसी है, बड़ा, छोटा. Okay, so we can start it like this. From a background of plants, vegetables, and crops are really very crucial for human life, because human life cannot survive, human life cannot exist if we don't have plants, vegetables, or crops. In fact, they are our lifeline. I love all the plants, vegetables, and crops, but here I would like to talk about one. It is basil. It is none other than basil, and in vernacular language and local language, it is called tulsi. I came to know about this plant from my grandmother, because my grandmother had great knowledge about herbs. She told me the importance of this plant. It is small plant which grows up to 3 to 4 feet, only 3 to 4 feet. It is very fragile plant. It has small leaves, and she told me that it is really very beneficial. The very first benefit is that it is one of those plants which give us oxygen 24/7. And everybody knows that Oxygen is our lifeline. We cannot live without oxygen even for a few minutes. That's why I really love this plant as it gives us oxygen 24 by 7. Another reason is that it has many medicinal properties. Medicinal properties. My grandmother told me that we just pluck its leaves, boil them, and give to the person who is suffering from fever, cold, cough, or other infections, and the person would be cured within 2 to 3 days without taking any medicines. So I was impressed because it has huge medicinal properties. Last but not the least, I like it because of its religious significance. Hindus consider it a sacred plant, sacred, holy, and they worship it. That's why most of the Hindus have it in their courtyards. I don't have one yet, and I'm thinking of purchasing it in the near future because of its huge benefit. So this and I think it is a kind of boon for the humanity. So this is what you can talk about. Yes, there is nothing which I dislike about it. There is nothing which I dislike. I like everything about it. So this is what, yes, for the last one, how it is important to the country. Directly, it is not very important for the country, but as it cures the people, it cures the people. When people are healthier, they would be able to contribute in the development of the country. So this is the model answer of this one. Yes, there are certain words. One is fragile. Fragile. It's of C2 level word. Fragile. Herb. Herb is a very good word. Yes, indifferent. Indifferent. We would be using it in the follow-ups. Indifferent का मतलब है जो किसी चीज के प्रति उसमें इंटरेस्ट ना लेता हो उसको इंडिफरेंट और ये C2 लेवल का वर्ड है ही वॉज इनडिफरेंट टू माई रिक्वेस्ट ही वॉज इनडिफरेंट टू माई रिक्वेस्ट मतलब उसने मेरी रिक्वेस्ट की तरफ कोई ध्यान नहीं दिया सम पीपल आर इनडिफरेंट टू दीज प्लांट्स कुछ लोग प्लांट्स के प्रति इनडिफरेंट होते हैं मतलब उनकी तरफ कोई ध्यान नहीं देते ओके अनदर वन इज so one fragile, it's a very good word. It's a C2 level word. Yes, indifferent, it's also again a C2 level word. C2 level word. Manure, yes, उनको खाद देना, खाद, पौधों को खाद देना, we can use it. And water, पानी देना, water. I watered the plants, I manure the plants. Lifeline, yes, we can use the word ecology. Ecology, I didn't use, but we can use it. Okay, so this is a certain vocabulary, certain words, very good words, which may help you to speak well. Let's move on to the follow-ups. First question. Do people in your country like to grow plants at home? क्या आपके कंट्री में लोग अपने घरों में प्लांट्स उगाना पसंद करते हैं सो एज यू नो वेरी वेल दैट ऑल द पीपल आर नॉट द सेम सारे के सारे लोग सेम नहीं होते कुछ उगाना पसंद करते हैं और कुछ उगाना पसंद नहीं करते सो आई वॉन्ट यू टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन डिप्लोमेटिकली मैं चाहता हूं कि आप इसका आंसर डिप्लोमेटिकली दें what you can say actually it may vary from person to person there are certain persons who know the importance of these plants they know that these plants give us oxygen, fruit, flower, and other medicinal things. So they like to grow plants in their homes. For example, when I was young, my grandfather had grown a garden around the house. But on the other hand, there are some people who are indifferent to the plants and they don't take pains to grow these plants. So it may vary from person to person. So this is a good answer if you could speak like that. Let's move on to the next. Do old people grow plants? So you can definitely say yes, old people grow plants. Why? Because these old people know the importance, the significance of plants. They know very well. Old people are very wise. They know very well that our existence totally depends upon plants. If there would be no plants, we would not be able to survive on this planet. So they plant plants, numerous plants, because they are aware of their significance, they are aware of their importance. Okay, how do schools teach students to grow plants? Schools बच्चों को कैसे teach करते हैं पौधे लगाने के लिए? So what I would say that different schools have different approaches, different ways to encourage, to teach the students to grow plants. I don't know much about the other schools, but I would like to tell you, I would like to give you example of my school. When I was at school, on birthday of every student, they gave a plant to every student on his or her birthday and advise them to plant it in their home or even in schools if they don't have any place to plant at home and take care of it. So it was really a very good practice. And sometime our school teachers asked us to click a picture of the plant which I had grown, whether it was growing well, whether it was developing well. So this is one of the ways in which the schools teach their children to grow plants. So this is what you can say. And the last one, what is the main plant of your country? आपकी country का main plant कौन सा है? So what we can say? We can say that India is a huge country, is a diverse country, and people like to grow different kind of plants in different parts of the country. Let's take the example of Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, apple plant is really very common. If we talk about Haryana and Punjab, guava and mango trees are really very popular. Most of the people grow them. If we talk about Kerala, in Kerala, people like to grow palm trees and banana trees. And if we talk about Assam, in Assam, tea plants are really very popular. So people in different parts of the country like to grow different type of plants. So this is what you can say in this one. And I'm pretty sure that is a very simple story, very effective story, and you would be able to speak well if you get this in your exam. And yes, please take note of this vocabulary. It's a very good vocabulary which you can use to improve your speaking and writing. So thank you for staying with me till the end, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like the content, and also subscribe to this channel if you are new to it. Bye. See you later in the next video.